What's happening, guys? Welcome to the show. Classic Chris here for another episode of Wrestling Talk. And I gotta say, how shitty was that pay-per-view last night? Or is it just me? Because, I don't know, something just did not feel right last night. I had a bunch of the guys over, we're having a couple beers, we're watching the show, and everyone left during the, right after the Luke Harper, Eric Rowan match because everyone's like, we just had enough. I don't know if it's the shitty commentating because for some reason, it doesn't matter how good the match is, if the commentary is shit, it just makes it unwatchable. I had that problem with NXT TakeOver Chicago, but I'll get to that in another time. But last night, it was terrible. I could not make it through the entire pay-per-view. I am so glad that I have the WWE Network and I did not spend $60 to $80 on this pay-per-view. Because, honestly, if I'm going to watch it, it's going to be high def, so it would have been more than the $60. But, oh my science, if I were to spend $60 on that crap last night, I don't know what I would do. I'd be pissed off, but, the whole pay-per-view was not a waste. There was some bright spots. There was some shining moments. Dolph Ziggler versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Great match. I really enjoyed it. That match should not have kicked off the pay-per-view. That match should have been later on the show because that match was so good. The acts that followed it were so shitty, it took my energy out of the pay-per-view. Then you get AJ Styles, Kevin Owens. Great match. Horrible finish. I kind of wish, KO would have, cheated or whatever, but who cares? KO is still U.S. champion. They're going to go into this feud until SummerSlam, which is going to be good because these guys are going to put on some great matches. Last night was not bad, but that wasn't the best that these guys could give us, and we're going to see that coming up. You can't put everything on the table in your first match because you got to leave something for the next time because this is going to be a good feud over the United States Championship. Last night, the WWE Championship just took a dive. I'm sorry, there's nothing wrong with Jinder Mahal being champion. First off, I want to say that. I like his heel run. I like his character. I like what they're doing with the guy. But for him to just come over to SmackDown after the Superstar shakeup, after losing, every match on Monday Night Raw, does everyone remember him and Rusev as a tag team? Who was the fall guy? It was Jinder Mahal. And then you have him as 3MB. This guy, Superstar shakeup, wins one match, number one contender. Now he's the champion. I know they protected Randy Orton. And I'm not saying Orton should be the champion. But I still feel that Bray Wyatt never should have lost the championship. Bray Wyatt should still be champion. And Harper and Rowan could be building up to a Bray Wyatt match with these guys. It doesn't make sense that Jinder Mahal's champion. I know you guys want to sell the subscriptions. I know you do. WWE, you want to make money. I get that. I understand. I think it's too soon. And last night, wow, that's all I could say. Am I the only one that feels that this is a dark day on the championship? This is supposed to be the WWE Championship. That's supposed to be the premier title. That's the belt that Hulk Hogan held, the belt that Bret Hart held, Shawn Michaels, Randy Savage, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, and now, along those historic names, you got Jinder Mahal. When you got AJ Styles and Kevin Owens fighting each other for the United States Championship, the second tier title, while these guys are in the main event, and now that KO and AJ are stuck in this mid-card limbo, who's going to be the number one contender to take on Jinder Mahal now? Who's going to be the guy, to defend the honor of America? Because you know how he's the anti-American, the Maharaja, the whole angle going on right now. It just, I don't know. The pay-per-view fell flat to me. That's just how it felt to me. Ty Dillinger, Aiden English, great way to start off the pay-per-view. Baron Corbin, Sami Zayn, like I said, it was meh. It was kind of boring. I'm blaming the commentary because I rewatched some matches on NXT. Matches that I thought were good going into the pay-per-view, but for some reason I couldn't get through them. But then I watched it, no commentary, loved them. And that's, I think, the problem I'm having with the WWE right now. That commentary team is terrible. Got to get rid of Byron Saxton. You got to get rid of JBL. Just saying. The guy cost you some great talent, and yet you're going to keep this guy on your payroll, WWE? Makes no sense. JBL doesn't need the job. Fuck JBL. It was terrible. But last night, to me, did not feel like a pay-per-view. I want to know, what do you guys think? Were you a fan of Backlash? Did you like it? My rating, I'm going to give it 4 out of... No, you know what? 4, that's too high. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10, that's what I'm giving that pay-per-view. Am I wrong on this? Leave a comment with your thoughts. What spots did you like? What didn't you like? Just leave it below in the comments, like the videos, subscribe, keep tuning into Wrestling Talk, and don't forget to go to my YouTube channel, Classic Chris, your home for everything Wrestling Talk, plus every match I called in my indie wrestling career. From Neo Wrestling Federation, Crossfire Wrestling to Conflict Wrestling, it's all there. I'm Classic Chris, and this has been Wrestling Talk.